Good morning. I'm out here at Wakulla Springs State Park in the Florida Panhandle. This park has manatees, so that is the #1 thing we want to see today. So we're gonna get on a boat tour, hopefully see some manatees, and then after we're done here, check out the Big Bend region and go along the coast, see what some of the beaches and some of the beach towns are like here. So come along, enjoy, and let's go see some manatees. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Y'all enjoy.
Notify you that underneath y'all's benches there are life jackets on board. We also have a first aid kit, fire extinguisher in case I burst into flames. There's an anchor on board. I got a radio on my hip. We've never really needed any of that stuff. This river ain't that deep. Don't move that fast. Oh, big old gator up ahead.
Oh my God. Look. Look, Kim.
That is a pretty good sized chunk of alligator right there.
Oh, wow. Kim, look.
See it? It's not going to come on the gate.
He's going after the bird.
Now there's a lot of this wildlife we're going to see today that you can't get this close to anywhere else.
Oh,
This is the only jungle cruise in the state of Florida that's still in the hands of park rangers and volunteers. We have a genuine chicken feed. And that guy's maybe thinking about a swamp chicken dinner. Oh, there's another one in the vegetation raft. Oh, that's what he's thinking about. He thinks somebody is in his chair. Oh.
oh, he's hunting. You finna go eat him.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God. Oh my God, look, they're going
He's
to.
got the batteries in him, for sure. I think we're seeing a little bit of a territorial dispute here.
Yes, so come on.
This is mating season. They tend to
I'm
get
sorry.
mighty aggressive
Kim, hold on to me.
around that time. Dollars to donuts at least. It could be an eagle, but it's unlikely because osprey. Oh yeah, up there in that nest, somebody's home today.
Who home?
Osprey and eagles do not get along. Even though we got bald eagles in the park, you don't usually see them on the river.
What's that right there in the middle of the water right there? That's alligator.
See a beautiful anhinga out there on the left. Yeah, oh yeah. Not as big as a bald eagle though. It's funny that the osprey. My favorite thing to share with folks about manatee when we're lucky enough to see them, I'd always as a kid heard that early explorers of the New World, when they encountered manatee, they thought they were mermaids, and it turns out that is actually true. If you read Columbus's ship's log, He talks about encountering what was certainly manatee, and he's very frank about his disappointment. They were, quote, not as attractive as stories had painted them to be. I'm not making this up. He goes on to say, many of them have distinctly masculine features, and I've never gotten over that straight-faced description of manatees or the idea of a disappointed Christopher Columbus wondering where the hot ones are at. We got a gator on the move from that manatee, honestly. Manatee are, a lot of people ask, do the gators bother the manatees? No, manatees have no natural predators, in large part because they're really very powerful. Their hides are very tough, they're mostly muscle. They're way more trouble than they would ever be worth. Even sharks don't prey on manatees.
Oh, look, Kim, you see it?
There's another one.
Yep, we got at least 2. I think there's 3 in the cubby. Well, I think of that as kind of the daycare. It seems like you see juveniles hanging out in the little cubby there a lot. And there's a baby gator, and if that ain't the cutest thing you've ever seen in your life. Yeah, you ever hear that little sound they make when they're calling mom? Boy, you better run. I have heard them call their mother before. I've gotten close enough to juveniles without realizing it to startle them, and I ran.
Yeah, because she's probably right over there in that fish.
Yep. Yeah, if you can see him, if he's way out in the open like that, she's giving him a chance to hunt, is what's going on, or bask, and she's somewhere watching him. You see why we'd arm wrestle for boat tours on a day like today? I could be somewhere fixing a leaking toilet right now. I mean, I'm still gonna have to do it later, but I could be doing it right now, and I'm glad I'm not. Instead, I'm doing this.
Oh, yeah.
And the river is spoiling us rotten today. Guys, I'm not kidding. This is the best store in like days, if not weeks. Thank whoever dragged you out, because they timed it well. There he goes, there he goes, there he goes. He's after something. No, he's not. He was just being mean. He just wanted to scare that cormorant.
They eat other birds, right?
I wouldn't be surprised. They primarily rely on fish, but they can be very aggressive and territorial. I know they'll kill juvenile bald eagles just to do it. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you dropped it. The bird dropped that.
The Rico's final wishes, his ashes are scattered here at Wakulla Springs.
Oh, wow.
I had the honor of being his last boat captain. If you guys are fans of the film, we'll be doing an outdoor screening. October 26th, you can see the creature from the Black Lagoon under the stars the way it was meant to be seen, with the Black Lagoon itself in the background. Another anhinga over here on the left. Glass bottom boat went out in 2017. We just haven't seen it clear enough since then. The water of this spring was once crystal clear year-round for centuries. You can see straight to the bottom 120 feet down. The population of Florida has grown 600% in the last 60 years. Our environmental laws have not grown at the same rate, and we see the consequences of that now. The Florida Spring Council is a great resource if you want to learn a little bit more about what you can do to help protect the health of the Florida nautical. Your adoring public awaits. Let's see what you got.
Jump!
The strangest and most dangerous animal on this tour, human beings, creatures so violent, so unpredictable. And even alligators avoid them if they can help it.
All right, that boat tour was amazing. And we got to see like 5, 6, 7 manatees, plus a ton of gators and birds. Hope I got some good footage. Felt like I was a National Geographic photographer. So very cool place, a lot of history here and a lot of untouched nature. So now we're gonna drive about an hour and a half to Apalachicola, famous for oysters. So that is the next part of the agenda, getting some oysters in Apalachicola. Let's go check it out. That's a lot of oysters. Well, there you have it. Mission accomplished. We saw the manatees. We made it to Apalachicola, had some delicious local oysters. And we even made it over here to St. George Island. Why? Because it's the only place with ice cream open. Well, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you next time. See you later.